Hello everyone, my name is Alexis and welcome to today's yoga class for uncertainty and anxiety. You don't need any props unless there's props that you just would like to have with you. And we're going to begin in a comfortable seated position. I'm starting in hero pose, but you are welcome to come into any pose that feels comfortable for you. We're going to begin with our hands over our heart, just one hand on your chest, the other hand on top of that. Close your eyes and begin to breathe. Whatever uncertainty or anxiety brought you to the mat today, as you breathe in and out through the nose with every breath out, I want you to imagine that uncertainty and anxiety is just dripping off of you like water into the mat beneath you. You are safe right here and now in this moment with me. You are exactly where you need to be, even if things are scary or uncertain or worrying. This class won't cure anything, but hopefully it will provide you with a little bit of comfort as you're feeling these intense emotions of uncertainty and worry and anxiety. Know that at any moment in the rest of your day, you can come back to your hands over your heart to breathe and to imagine your anxiety and worry falling off of you like water with every exhale. Continue to breathe. Just beginning to release whatever is worrying you, whatever you don't feel sure about. Feel your heartbeat beneath your hands. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes and we're going to come into a wide-legged child's pose. So I'm moving to the back of my mat. You can stay where you are or move to the back of your mat and just walk your hands forward. Relax everything down into this wide-legged child's pose. If you want a bolster underneath your chest, you're welcome to use one, to grab one. Otherwise, just begin to breathe again. Check in with yourself and let your heart fall towards the mat. In this class, we're going to be moving through gentle heart openers and some gentle, powerful poses to enliven your energy and remind you that even if things are uncertain, you can still be strong. Go ahead in your child's pose, walk your hands over to the left, anchor that right hip down into the heels so you're stretching sort of up and out of that right hip to get a nice stretch from the right wrist all the way down your arm, your ribs to your hip. Breathe and relax. See how much you can relax in the shoulder blades and in the belly. And then walk your hands over to the right. Same thing. I like to walk my left hand as far over as I can and then use my right hand to sort of suction cup it to the mat and then press back through my left hip to really stretch through that whole side body, almost as if I could create extra space in between each individual rib bone. And then come back to center and lift yourself up into tabletop pose. And like always, set yourself up for a strong tabletop pose. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, belly button suctioning back to the spine as if your inner core muscles could bring your hip points together. Press the hands into the mat, and then from here, from this stable position, begin to move through your cat-cow. Inhaling to open up the chest, broaden across the collarbones. Exhale, round the spine up to the sky, tuck the chin into the chest. And just continue like that, matching your movement with your breath. As you inhale, you are opening up. As you exhale, you are rounding down, creating movement. And just imagine that you're flushing out whatever difficult emotions, whatever anxiety, whatever uncertainty you're processing right now. Go ahead and do one more round. And then come back to a nice flat back. Inhale the right arm up to the ceiling and exhale, thread it underneath the left arm, coming into thread the needle. Now you can keep that left hand in front of your face to push into the mat to open up the chest a little bit more. You can reach the right hand. The left hand. Reach the left hand forward, or you can wrap the left arm towards the low back for a small bind. It is up to you. Find what feels good. Don't strain yourself or push yourself too far in this class. The goal of these poses is to feel good, to feel powerful, but also to feel stable and to feel cared for. Aim for those feelings as you move through every pose in this class today. Wherever your hand was, bring the left hand back in front of the face, push yourself up into tabletop pose, and we'll just come to the other side. So lift the left arm up to the ceiling, exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right, and same thing, your right hand can stay in front of your face. You can reach forward to get a stretch in the right shoulder as well, or you can wrap the right arm around your back towards your hip and your low back for a bind. Again, it is up to you, and what felt good on one side might not feel good on this side. You might be able to do the bind on this side and you couldn't on the other. Feel it out. Don't judge your body for where it's at or what it's capable of doing. Meet it where it is. Just like as we move through this class, we are meeting our uncertainty and anxiety where they are as well. Because of course the uncertainty and the anxiety won't leave entirely. This class is to help you find a bit of ease and a bit of comfort as you move your body, to remind you that even when things outside of you feel uncertain, there are some things that you can feel certain about. And hopefully this class can act as a reminder. Come back up into tabletop pose, lift yourself back up, and from tabletop you're going to take a big step forward with the left arm, big step forward with the right arm, and lower your chest down to the mat for puppy pose. Now this can be an active puppy pose where you are pushing through the hands, lifting the elbows off the mat. It can be a relaxed puppy pose where your whole arms, elbows included, are relaxed onto the mat. Or if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can bend the arms at the elbows and bring the hands into prayer behind the head to allow your sternum to relax more towards the mat. Now keep your belly button engaged. Imagine that your inner core muscles are pulling your hip points, your hip bones, together towards your belly button so that your low back doesn't sink. Puppy pose is an amazing posture to open up through the chest and the shoulders, work on your posture, open up the heart chakra, but we don't want to do it at the expense of our low back, which is why we keep the core engaged, to act as support so that we can stretch what needs to be stretched and add stability where it needs stability. Walk yourself back up into tabletop pose, and then just walk your hands forward a couple inches, curl the toes underneath, and push yourself back up into your downward facing dog. And since this is your first downward dog, walk it out, bend one knee then the other, push back into the heels, press through the sternum. You want one long straight line from your wrists all the way to your tailbone. And breathe here. You can find stillness, you can make any movements that you need, but regardless, breathe. And then walk the feet forward to meet the hands, clasp opposite elbows, and just sway side to side. Keep the knees bent generously here, so we're ensuring that you're folding out of your hips instead of your low back. Again, we want to create stability in the low back so that other parts of your body can find fluidity and flexibility. Press through the heels, Release the hands and roll yourself up to a standing position. Hands at your heart center. Now you can stay facing as you are. I'm just going to turn so you can see me. We're going to come into tree pose. So make sure your feet are hip width apart. We're going to transfer our weight to our right foot first, and then just open up your knee to the left as far as it'll go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be super far. And then the left foot will come either to the right ankle, right inner calf, or right inner thigh. Wherever you are, make sure your hips are nice and square, your balance is strong, and then your hands can be at your hips, heart center, or lifted up, growing your tree like I am. Find the pose that will make you feel expansive, strong, and stable. You are exactly where you need to be. Bring your hands to heart center, relax the legs, give everything a little shake, and then we're just going to transfer the weight to the other side. So weight in the left foot, open up the right knee out as far as it'll naturally go, and then that right foot comes to the left ankle, the left inner shin, or the left inner thigh, and your hands go wherever feels most stable and secure for you. The antidote to uncertainty and anxiety is to focus on what is true and what is stable. Because we will always face things that are uncertain in life, and it helps to focus on the things that are certain. Relax yourself out of tree pose. If you weren't at the top of your mat, come with me and meet me there. Transfer the weight into the right leg and step the left foot back, landing in your warrior 2 pose. Make sure you have your heeled arch alignment so that right ankle lines up with the arch of your left foot behind you. Right knee is directly over your right ankle. Shoulders are over your hips. You're not going too far forward. You want to pull your shoulders back a little bit and then lift the arms and breathe here in your warrior 2. Flip the front hand, inhale, and stretch backwards into your reverse warrior. Letting that left hand glide down the left leg. Bend a little bit more in that front knee. Try to keep your legs super stable as we move through these different upper body movements. Inhale, come forward. Bring that right elbow onto the right thigh, or you can clasp the right shin with your hand, or you can bring the right hand all the way down to the mat. It is up to you, but again, find the pose that is supportive, not excessive, not challenging. If you want to block, you can use a block as well. And then reach that left arm up and overhead. Beautiful. And then from here, we're just going to come right into triangle. So straighten that right leg, pop the hips back, stack the shoulders, and reach that left arm up to the ceiling. You can look wherever is comfortable. And again, if you want to block in any of these poses, grab one, use it. Make these poses as accessible and supportive as you can. Lift back up into warrior 2. Take another deep breath in and out. Bring the hands to the hips. Step the left foot forward. Give everything a little wiggle. And we're just going to come to the other side. So weight in the left foot. Step the right foot back so you land in your warrior 2. And of course, double check your alignment. That left ankle should line up with the center of the arch of the right foot. Left knee is over left ankle, shoulders over your hips, reach the arms out, look over the left fingertips. Breathe, feel strong, feel your feet pressing into the mat. Flip the left palm so it's facing up to the ceiling and exhale back into your reverse warrior, letting that right hand slide down the right leg. One long line of energy from the left wrist to the left ankle. But it doesn't matter how deep you go in this reverse warrior. Inhale, come forward into your side angle pose. So your left elbow is going to rest on your left thigh. Or you can clasp the left hand around the left calf, or you can reach all the way down to the mat or onto a block. Again, find the pose that is supported, not challenging, not too much. You're meeting yourself where you are and not pushing yourself farther. Coming into triangle next, straighten that front leg, pop the hips back to the right, stack the shoulders, And if it's comfortable for you, you can look up to the ceiling. Come back to Warrior 2 and step yourself forward into Tadasana pose. Beautiful. Inhale the arms, down, around, and up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back into downward facing dog. And then from downward dog, just lower the knees into the mat and sit back onto your bum, stretching your legs out in front of you. Give the knees a little wiggle. And we're going to come into Janu Shirshasana. So hug the right foot into the left thigh. This is exactly like what we do in tree pose. We're just sitting down. And we're going to come into a forward fold if that's accessible for you today. You can inhale up nice and tall and exhale, relax forward over that left leg. Keep the left foot super flexed. And if it feels comfortable, if you need the extra support, you can slide the hands underneath the left knee, just to ensure that you're getting a stretch in your hamstring. Breathe into wherever you feel the stretch, and come back to that visualization of your stress and anxiety flowing off of you like water. Come back up to a straight spine, and we're just going to switch sides. Pull the left foot into the right thigh. Inhale up nice and tall if you are going into a forward fold, and fold forward. Keep that right foot super flexed. And with every breath out, envision whatever is making you uncertain or anxious flowing off of you like water into the mat beneath you, where it's being absorbed into the earth and integrated into your life and your experience. Come back up to a straight spine. Stretch both legs out long, give the knees a little wiggle. And from here, we're just going to come into a forward fold. So inhale up nice and tall, keep the spine straight, and fold forward. And when you can't fold forward with a straight spine anymore, then let your chin tuck into your chest and your shoulders relax. If, again, you want to bring your hands underneath your knees, just to create a little bit of a bend in your legs to support your low back, you can. You're welcome to sway side to side here. Again, you're not pushing yourself, you're not challenging yourself. You're meeting yourself where you feel the most stable and supported. Come back up to a straight spine. And from here, we're going to come into legs up the wall. And you have a couple options for this. The first option is to just come onto your back and then lift the legs up into the ceiling. Push the heels towards the sky and stay there. You can also do that with a block underneath your hips. If you have a wall near you or a couch, you're going to shimmy your hip as close as you can to the wall or the base of the couch and cartwheel the legs up. If you're on a couch, your shins will just rest on the couch cushions, and you're in a wall, your legs, of course, will be straight up the wall. Relax your arms by your side, wherever you are. Close your eyes. And begin to breathe. And continue with that visualization. Breathing in certainty and comfort and stability. Exhaling to release whatever is causing you worry, uncertainty. Allow your heart to relax, to rest. Allow every part of your body to feel supported here in this legs up the wall. Begin to make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Because this is an inversion, move slowly and hug the knees into the chest. Take a couple breaths here. And then rock yourself over onto one side. Head resting on your arm, just allowing your body to recalibrate to being right side up again. And then gently roll onto your back. And we're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana as our last pose. Bring the soles of feet together. Knees open up wide. If you want to bring blocks underneath your thighs for extra support, you can. And let everything go here. You don't need to think about your breath. You don't need to think about your movements. You don't need to imagine letting go of anything into the ground beneath you. Allow your mind to rest and wander. Allow your emotions to rest and wander. Let your shoulders relax away from the ears and rest. Begin to make gentle movements with the hands. Guide your knees together and hug them into the chest. Rock side to side. And when you are ready, you can press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead. Exhale, pull the hands down into heart center. And take one more deep breath in. And exhale, let go. When you are ready, you can open your eyes. If you liked this class, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. There's always more yoga coming your way. And until next time, have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.